Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and welcome back to my final video of hashtag ABCs of Tarot. So I just did and uploaded W. I have nothing for X and Y, and so that leaves us with the Z, and then I have another one after that that's random decks that don't have really a name, or they're different. You'll see. So for Z, I have 3 decks. And the first one is, of course, my zombie tarot, because why wouldn't it be? I love this deck. I love the book. It's this 50 style, cute little book. It's got advertisements in the back of like Zombie Gun, How to Train Your Zombie. It's hilarious. I love the cardstock. It's like any cards I have. It does shuffle well, but I've used the crap out of it too. So there's that. There's the backs. And then here's the fronts. And everybody's seen this deck or has had this deck or had at least seen parts of this deck somewhere. The only difference is the pentacles are hazards, which I have yet to see one. There's a hazard. Knight of Hazards. And I love it. I think it's cool. It's this 50 style. And I love that that's the devil. It's this 50 style deck. It's really cool. It gives harsh readings when it needs to, but for the most part, it is one of those that makes you laugh at yourself. And I love that about this deck. It's one of the very few decks that I have that makes me feel that way. And I love it. So that was the... Next one is the Zend Out Journey. The Zend Out Journey Tarot. And it's purple everywhere. I love it. I saw this on Simon at the Hermit's Cave. It's got thumbnails for the images. It's kind of like cardboardy. But I saw this, and it's from Rock Point Publishing on his channel, and I'm like, that is a beautiful deck. Why have I not seen that anywhere? It is a pip deck, but it's freaking gorgeous. It's only like $15 too. So, and it comes with a great little book. It just gives you just enough information. But some of the pips too will give you just a hint of what it's talking about. So I think that's very interesting. And here, like, we have the 5 of Cups, and we have 2 that are like in this stream. They're in a different, almost like a different universe than the 3. So you're not seeing those 2. You're just seeing these 3 that are dumped and empty. Interesting. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. Look at all this hard work they've accumulated. It's beautiful. It's like their badges of honor for all the hard work they've done. I just think it's very beautiful, and it's very crafty in that the way they positioned the pips. And I really like it. It's super cute. Love the colors in it. It was my very first deck that has a lot of pinks and purples in it. I think it's beautiful. And it's hard to get the box open when there's nothing in it. It's got this cute little ribbon here. Cute little purple backs. It's all purple. Beautiful. The last Z deck I have is Zener cards. It's cards for extra sensory perception. It's by Lo Scarabaro. It even has a book with it. The book doesn't really give you any information on those specific cards, but they're cards that have plus, square, circle, squiggly lines, star, circle, and that's basically what those are. It's what these are here. And they help you in their oracle size, and these are the backs. They help you with your, and I didn't even have my thing on, the music on. They help you to, with your intuition, I think, because you can get better and better at guessing what card's coming up or what card's available. If I like to look right in here and visualize what's on the other side, and sometimes it'll come to me in a picture flash or whatever. So it helps with your intuition, but it also helps with your like clairvoyance, your clairs. So that's very interesting with that too. And it works. My problem is, um, and I was always good in school. I was never one that couldn't take a test or whatever. But when it comes to my spirituality, for some reason, it's different. I always fail the tests, which is weird, right? Um, my way, it's not that I fail the test, it's that I can look at this card and be like, oh, that's a square, and then the next card will be a square after the one that we were looking at. So that's the issue I have a lot of the times. I will be guessing 2 cards ahead of time. It does shuffle well because it is Lois Hero Barrel. Oracle, typical Oracle size, but these are like $10. I think they're pretty cool to use. I want to get one that I saw Amethyst Ascension have. She has one that's it looks like playing cards on one side, and then it's not. So next we have the random decks, and this is the 5-cent tarot. This is the second edition of the 5-cent tarot. This is a deck that I realize, if I can figure out where to get it open at, there's beautiful. Manifesting things are real. I got this beautiful lavender edges, lavender backs. Stunning. I wanted this deck when I saw it on Lisa Pepe's channel, and it was already out of print, the first edition. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm never going to be able to get this deck. And then I was like hoping and praying it would come back in a print. And then all of a sudden there was a second edition on Kickstarter. I'm like, yeah, it's fate. It's a beautiful deck. Everybody's seen this deck. Stunning. It's got this beautiful linen cardstock. It's got keywords for the reverse and upright. It shuffles. Amazing. That was me. The needles are swords. The buttons are pentacles. The matches are wands. And it's got this kind of combination of RWS and Marseille mix, which is what I love about it. And it's the only deck I have like that. So yeah, it's never going anywhere, ever. So, yep, that's the 5-cent tarot. And now we have also have the 2-penny oracle to go with that. It's a 2-penny oracle, and I could have put this under the T's, but I didn't. First edition by Madame Clara. These are still sold on Madame Clara's channel on Etsy. And it's a fluke that I got lavender edges. It's got this like silvery bronze back. Silver and bronze don't mix, but yeah. I love it. I have issues with these huge words in the middle. I don't really use it a whole lot unless I'm using the 5-cent tarot. I'll usually use it just as an oracle deck. And I also see what animals are in both cards and whatever, but it's a cute deck. It's really pretty. Really pretty. It's different. And it's all different colors. And, oh, look how pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So that is the 2-penny oracle. Also by Madame Clara, which is what the 5-cent tarot is by. Next, we have the 2.0 tarot off of Make Playing Cards. I made a pouch and did this dragonfly button. This is the RWS deck that made me fall in love with tarot, or RWS. The shuffle, amazing. You can tell it's been well loved. It's rough around the edges. It's like super soft now, which it wasn't before, but the skies in this deck are stunning. The coloring in this deck is why I decided RWS wasn't as bad as I thought it was. It's a beautiful deck, beautiful images, beautiful skies. Looking for the Empress here. Beautiful. Beautiful cards. Look at that sun, or I mean the string card. So pretty. Okay, I don't know where it's at, but it was in the beginning, I thought. still looking. Look at that purple on that Ace of Cups. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. There she is. Look at that Empress with the skies. I mean, come on. Come on. Stunning. So yeah, this is a deck that I bought it because it was pretty, and I'm like, I don't know why I bought it. I'm never going to use it. It's RWS. And then it was like this silent voice was like, take it to work. And I took it to work. And then they're like, pull a card at lunchtime. And I was like, okay, whatever. And I pulled a card at lunchtime, and it was like immediate connection. And so, yeah, I love this deck. So, then we have, I'm going to show you this because I just got it in the mail today. It's Divine Tea Time Tarot. I know it's a D, but I literally just got it in the mail today. It's it's a Rockpool Publishing deck. It's magnetic. Close your box. I just did a video on it as well. I just had to throw it in there because it's got this blue gilding on it. Like, hello. Awesome. It's got these different blue backs on it, blue and white. And then on the front, it's got either flower, herb, spice, or fruit here. And they're different color coded. And then it gives you different teas you can have. And I think it's clever. And then it's got very cute keywords at the bottom. So I think it's really pretty. I can't wait to dive into this. Yeah. I just had to whip that out and show you because it was the first one I got this in 2023. And since this is my last video, yeah. So that is the Divine Tea Time Inspiration Cards by Tracy Laughlin. Next we have 1, 2, 3 playing cards. These are just they would cost me like $0.25, I think, at some thrift store. They're little, like bridge size, even smaller than bridge size, I think, but they're just playing cards. And I am using these as like the training deck for learning 5 of Cups, 7 of Cups. And I don't really need those keys now because I've learned a lot more. But these are just regular playing cards. They're just small, a really small version of playing cards. They're a little bit smaller. I think they may be bridge size. I don't know. They just seem a little smaller than that. But they were like $0.25, 50 cents, whatever. Then I got these at Five and Below for $1 a piece. For a store that's everything's Five and Below, that's cool that I picked these up for $1. And these are playing cards. These are the ones that have flowers on them. And I just thought it would be cool to learn plant when I for some reason was called to use plants at this time. Hold on, I gotta take my dog out. Okay, I took her out. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I thought these were cool. It felt like at the time somebody was calling me to work with plants. And I have dove into them, ironically, more than I thought I would since I bought this. I've got a couple decks now that have plants in them, so I just thought that was pretty cool. I mean, it's a good, easy, cheap way to start learning your plants. If you want to do that, and it was $1. This deck is the landscape playing cards. I've talked about these a lot because at the time I got these, they're cartoony looking. Say playing cards on the back, and then there are actual locations. But at the time I got this deck, I got it when Gabby Petito went missing. And it was when he came back and she was still missing, not found yet. And I asked this deck point blank, where is she at? And it showed the Grand Tetons. It literally dropped out, which is where they found her body later. And then I asked where he's at, and it said Florida. So, and it was for $1 deck. Every time I ask for a location of where someone is, this deck is eerily accurate. And for $1, that's crazy. It's never been wrong. It's like a pendulum, but in a card deck. It's weird. Very weird. And it's never been wrong. For $1, that's crazy. It says for 6 and up. Crazy. So next I just have a couple of decks that, this one, I made a big pouch for it. These I just bought. They're literally to help my intuition grow, or my clairvoyance, or claircognizance. They're just little cards I got at Dollar Tree, that has the name on them on one side, the colors and this circle shapes, whatever, on the other. And this is a good deck to learn how to do that stuff with, because you can either go, what's on the other side? And you could be like, oh, that's brown. Or I see an octagon or stop sign that's brown. This one, I see a diamond. Or I see the yellow color yellow. And I just think they're very interesting, and they work very well for like little kid learning their shapes and colors, but it's also for you learning your clair abilities as well and honing them in, which I thought was really cool. And this was like $1 also. So pretty cheap way to hone in your abilities. And I just found, because I was watching Tara from Kittens, Weights, and Tarot on her channel, and she just gave me all these different ideas on how to hone in my intuition. So I thought that was cool. One moment. Okay. Had to let her back in. So the last 2 decks are, these are just cards I had made off on Make Playing cards that I edged in. Did these in red. They're literally just astrology cards that I did on a coloring book app, and then just had them made off into cards. And then these are the backs that I made. Edged them in red. Didn't realize it was red. Thought it was hot pink, which is what this one is. This is like a giant oracle deck too. This is like a giant oracle deck as well. And it's just really pretty colors. Different pictures and images and things like that that I've collected over years that I thought was cool in my coloring book app that I've had, which I thought was neat. So there's that. And then the last one is a tarot deck I made just for me. I did the back as chain, breaking that chain. I edged it in green. Made this off Make Playing cards. The card stock is amazing. And then it's just different. Like here's the Emperor, 6 of Pentacles. It's just different things that I did that I thought was cool at the time when I was first starting out, that I thought were neat. Like there's the tower blowing. This has my favorite death card of all times, the 8 of Swords. I think it's stunning. And it's funny because I didn't know a whole lot about tarot when I first made this, but it seems accurate for what I know now. It seems very accurate. So I find that interesting. And it's just different images I pulled off the website, or off Bing, actually. Stunning. And I'm trying to learn 6 of Swords. Trying to find the 6 of Cups. The string card, I love that. Trying to find the Death card. Love this world. Love this Empress. My favorite Empress. Yep, there's my favorite Death card ever. I mean, come on. But yep, that's the deck I made. And I've used it quite a bit. It's got kind of a bow on it because I've used it a lot. I haven't used this Oracle deck that much. I might get it out and use it. And then I have another deck somewhere that I just remembered. But if you guys go back to my Make Playing Cards haul, I'll link that below. You'll see that deck as well, because I did a whole thing because I got all these decks together. But anyway, that includes my ABCs, hashtag ABCs of Tarot. From A to Z, everything I got. I've shown you the knockoffs. I've shown you the Madoffs. I've showed you the copies, the duplicates, the playing cards, the Mercedes, the Llewellyn, or the everything. So, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night. Bye.